YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am making a generations home. So what a generations home is pretty much me internalizing and coming to accept the fact that more than likely we are not getting a generations pack here in a few weeks. I have wanted a generations pack for so long, and it is completely possible that we will get a generations pack coming up here soon, but with all the speculation and all the leaks that have been coming, I just don't think it's happening right now. Maybe in the fall, maybe as an expansion pack, but I don't think our next release is going to be a Generations pack. I could be wrong. I could be absolutely completely wrong. I don't know. I don't feel like it is. So, since I don't think The Sims will give me the Generations pack that I want, I decided to make my own Generations house because, why not? Before we go much further, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. That way you can see other stuff that I do, such as my Flargon challenge, which is hilarious, my 100 baby challenge, and more builds that I do like this. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. But that being said, let's get into this house. Now, I wanted the exterior of this house to just kind of look like your everyday suburban home. So, of course, it ended up blue. It's a blue suburban. I can feel the little Simsy energy coming from me. I know that's kind of her thing, but no, this is what I thought would be a really nice, because I wanted it to be a family home, because this is the Generations pack is a lot about the different generations and kind of about family. So I really thought that would be a good place for this house. So, what is a Generations home? A Generations home is honestly something I just kind of made up to internalize and work through my realization that we're probably not getting a Sims 4 Generations pack just yet. But what it is the house has seven rooms that are designed for each generation. So for example, in The Sims 4, we have babies, toddlers, children, teenagers, young adults, adults, and elders. So we have 7 different generations in the game. So in this house, there are 7 different rooms, or add-ons, I guess you could say, that represent each of the different generations playing in this house. So that's kind of what I think would be kind of cool. So, like I said, nothing very exciting on the outside. We do have a garage with, garage door, garage window up top, normal stuff. We have my little flower boxes. I have become obsessed with using the little half walls to make little flower boxes. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, they look cute. Objectively, they're fine, but it's becoming a thing. I'm using them entirely too much, and it's like when I'm building, I can see myself making them, but I can't stop myself. And then some little landscaping here in the front. Nothing really out of the way. Now, with this house, I did not raise this house any, okay? So, this house was not up, but I did put it on a platform that is a little higher. So, this little first step right here to go in, that is actually a platform step. So, that is, yeah, that was fun to work with. And your platform change for the rooms. And that was a little difficult. But working on the garage, now I love building garages, okay? Because you can just put stuff in them, okay? You can just put all kinds of stuff and junk and make it look so cluttered, and it really doesn't even matter what you're putting in here. Like, okay, look over here. I have one of the containment barrels from oh, what was this pack? Strangerville. Gosh, that wasn't my favorite pack. But, so, yeah, I have a containment barrel in there, and it doesn't even matter. It looks fine. I got random tires. I got art supplies. But at the same time, it's also a functional space. We have workout equipment and stuff like that. So, yes, garages, and plus it hides our little decoration box, because I kind of feel like the decoration box would be in the garage. So, yes, I love garages, but above the garage, on the upstairs, we come to our first bedroom of this challenge. This is the teenager's room. So, my thought process process with this is kind of, teenagers kind of want to get out from under their parents' wings a little bit, spread their wings, fly, get their own space away from mom and dad. So I can see a teenager, even though this room is incredibly small, and I do mean incredibly small, I can definitely see a teenager jumping at the opportunity to have a bedroom above the garage if that, gets them a little independence, a little time away from mom and dad, maybe a way to sneak out if you go through that garage door. But yes, so we have a little bed here. I use most of the stuff from Tiny Living because, I mean, come on, this is tiny. But yeah, so we have a little bed here with some posters. We've got all kinds of stuff. We got this little, I don't know what this would be, dresser with the candles. We got a little computer desk with another dresser. I did add some music stuff in here because I did kind of feel like this sim would be kind of a music-y. For whatever reason, guitars and singing just kind of puts me in teens. I don't know, maybe I watched too many singers as a kid, Britney Spears and Sync. Oh gosh, that definitely dates me, doesn't it? But so yes, but she also has some like pictures and stuff. It's not even, let me see it. Some little pictures and stuff up on the wall. So definitely kind of a cute teenager's room. Now, coming off from the kitchen, coming off from the garage, we have the kitchen. Now, I don't know why I keep doing this, but this is more than one build now, that when you walk in the front door, you're right in the kitchen. And I don't know why I keep doing this. I've never seen a house where you walk in the front door and you're directly in the kitchen. I think something's wrong with me and someone needs to send help. I don't understand why I keep doing this, but I did it, so here we are. I used the parenthood a lot in here, and there was no real rhyme or reason with it. It's just, I don't know, the kind of mood I was in, but I did want everything to kind of match. So we've got the blue counters and the blue cabinets and stuff. We've got, your typical kitchen run-of-the-mill stuff. I did have to include something from Cats and Dogs because this is in Brindleton Bay, and that is a cats and dogs world. Umbrella by the door. I love this fridge. I didn't realize how much I love this fridge until I got it with these cabinets. Like, look how cute that is. It doesn't even have the little space. Like, there's usually a space between the cabinets and the fridge when you place them like that. This doesn't even have it. So yes, I was so in love with that. I also have this kind of orangey type tile in the kitchen here. And honestly, I think my subconscious was talking to me. My kids have been on a Blippi streak for a little while, and Blippi's two colors are orange and blue. So I kind of feel like that might have been rubbed off on me. Anyway, coming into the living room area, we've got the fireplace, and again, this kind of follows the parenthood theme. Again, no rhyme or reason why I picked that pack. I guess that's just what I was feeling this day. But I am really happy that I have a fireplace with this kind of blue that matches these counters, so it kind of ties everything together. Now, with this little sofa area, I wanted to use this corner couch. I really, really did, because I have always wanted to use these, but I always end up forgetting, or it doesn't work or something like that. And I wanted to make it work this time. And I guess I did. I think I could have made it work better. But I guess I did technically make it work. On the back side, I kind of created this little, I don't know, extension table behind the couch. It's got stuff like, your bookcase, your drinks, stuff like that. So kind of what you would use a coffee table for, maybe. Just, it's not a coffee table. Over here, honestly, just not even gonna lie, I had some open space and I didn't know what to do with it. So I figured there's a bunch of kids running around, so some pillows, some baskets, stuff like that. So I felt this little table worked well here. And this picture kind of had some orange hues, so it kind of ties the orange with the tiles, and a little bit in here with the chairs and stuff. It kind of ties it back in together. So, we have my questionable plant choice. I honestly do not know why I picked that plant. Over here we have kind of a guest bathroom. Nothing really interesting in there. My bathrooms are never interesting. Moving in here, this is the adults room. Now, I kind of struggle to think of a theme for the adults room because like there's not really much they do, I guess. They go to work and stuff like that, but so I kind of figured in my mind, if I think of an adult, someone who maybe has their stuff together, things are all nice and neat and orderly. Um, so since this is a fictional world, we can definitely go with that fictional description of adults. So yeah, so we can pretend adults have their stuff together. I also made sure I used this new painting from the that we got during one of the updates because I am just in love with that painting and I really cannot explain why. I think it's the colors. I just really love them. But coming upstairs, we kind of have this little area here. Now, this first bedroom over here is for our young adult sim. And honestly, the biggest thing I could think of on the young adult sim was university because I mean, adult sims and elder sims can also go to university, but I mean, it's really kind of more for the young adults. So, this young adult sim is going to Foxbury. He's definitely got his Foxbury stuff here. He's got his soccer ball. He's got his little trophy that he won, and we also have a robot station because during the university pack this is when we got the robots, and it was kind of a new skill, stuff like that you can learn in university. There's a little club and stuff in that pack with them, so yes, that I kind of felt like that would be appropriate to go in here. Just again, kind of keeping with that young adult theme. Now, I have never seen this poster in game until I started making this room, and for some reason, I just really like this poster. I'm not sure why, but it makes me happy. But yes, so that's the young adults. Over here, we have the little nursery, which I understand 3 bassinets might be a little much. Can we take a minute and just talk about the spellcaster bassinet, though? Like, wow, that is a pretty bassinet. Okay, I mean, that is gorgeous. But anyway, we have the bassinets and the changing table, which I made using the Control 9 shifts cheat that we can use. Not much with babies because, to be honest, we don't really have much we can do with the babies. I wish there was some we could do. There has been talk of maybe getting better babies. It's possible. I don't think they'll ever really be anything more than objects. I don't see us being able to actually play as babies or anything like that. But maybe we could get some bouncy seats we could put the babies in. I don't know. There's possibilities. Coming over here, we have the little toddler room, which we got all your normal toddler activities. I kind of wish we would get some more toddler stuff, if I'm being completely honest, because I feel like we've had the same old toddler stuff for a while now. Like, there's nothing I can really even show in here that I don't feel like has been shown half a dozen times already. So, I don't know. I feel like we're overdue on some toddler things. At least give us some beds and more decor. I mean, come on, something. But on the outside here, we have just, a little bookshelf. We've got a family game and a dartboard. Nothing too heavy there. But when we come on the outside here, because if you've been paying attention and paying close count, you would notice we're still 2 generations short, child and elder. So for our child over here, they have their own tree house. Now, obviously, with The Sims, it can only be kind of a tree house. But this is my version of a tree house. Now, you look at it and say, oh, there's no door. How are they going to get in? Well, they have the ladder. The ladder climbs up and you go right inside. So, kind of a little decked out tree house you have. You've got your scout board. You've got your pictures. I did want to show that the tree does kind of go through the house right there. And I kind of did that on purpose. I kind of like the idea of the tree kind of growing in. I know that maybe doesn't look the best, but I don't know. I liked it. And then just your normal kids' room stuff, except it's in a treehouse because what kid didn't love a treehouse? And for our final age, we have the granny shed. Ah, I love granny sheds. I'm sorry. When I get old, I'm moving to a granny shed. But you've got, Granny's little bed here with a picture of her dogs and stuff. We got knitting. We've got all of her old timey pictures, all of her arts and crafts. Granny has a mini fridge and a microwave and a sink, so she can make her a little snack to eat. Although, she may need to go into the actual real house to have a real meal. And this granny shed even has plumbing. So, for a little granny shed, it's definitely rocked out. And I kind of based this loosely on the outside part of a shed my grandmother had. So, um, yeah, I really kind of like this idea of this shed. And of course, on the outside here around the sides, I made sure I added a bunch of extra flowers and stuff. My grandmother really, really loved to garden. So I kind of just think of gardening whenever I think of elders now. Also with pink and yellow. I do this every time. I'm going to have to make something for elders in this game that does not revolve around the colors pink and yellow. I mean, I have a thing about it because yellow was my grandmother loved Tweety Bird. And I think I just kind of got stuck with that yellow color and Tweety Bird as being for elders. And I'm gonna have to do something. The next elderly build I make, I'm going to make sure I use blue in it. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And then we also have a little playground for kids, with sand because sand castles. Hello. But yes, that is my generation's home. I put it right in the middle of Brindleton Bay because, I mean, okay, how pretty is Brindleton Bay? I mean, for real, look at this. Brindleton Bay in the fall, ladies and gentlemen. This is just, oh, this is adorable and I love it. And I just kind of feel like it's your typical American small town, and where would be better for a generation's house. But that is the end of this video. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk on working through my realization that we're not actually getting generations, more than likely. Gosh, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I can come back on here in a few weeks and say, hey guys, I was wrong. But is what it is. But as I said before, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date with some of my builds, my Flarkin challenge, and my 100 baby challenge. And that is all for today. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!